All right, in this video, we're going to work on the following problem. It says write a function called frame string that takes a string as an argument. Its job is to return the string with a frame around it. For instance, if the input to the function is ni, then the function should return this here. So you can see here's the word ni, and then there's sort of a bar that goes across the top, and it's kind of wrapped in this frame right here. If the input to the function is squeamish ossifrage, then the function should return, again, here you can see the words are surrounded by the frame. In this case, the frame is going to be a little bit longer because the words are longer here. So it needs to adjust depending on the length of the input. Write code to print the result of the two function calls and print a blank line in between the two calls. All right, so let's go ahead and write the function header, and the input is going to be a string, and we'll just call that parameter there words. Okay, and then what we want to do is to print out basically the middle line is kind of the easier line. There we can return, we know what that's going to look like, right? That's going to be two asterisks and then a space and then the words and then a space followed by two more asterisks. All right, so and then to test this out, what we've got here so far, we are going to call that method with ni as the input, and we're going to call it again. So we put the name of the method, or the function rather, and the input value, what's going to go into the parameter here. And on the second one, it is squeamish ossifrage, which is a kind of a bird. However, if we run it like this, you can see we won't see anything. So these these function calls here, they need to be surrounded in a print so we can see the result or the value returned. In this particular instance. The problem specifically asks for us to return the string, not print it from the function. So, all right, so you can see this part, this middle part here is looking good for both of those. So that matches what we want. Let's go ahead and put a line in between those to separate. And let's save this. All right, so when I run that, it looks like this. Okay, and so far so good. When I call these methods, right, this on this first one, the input ni is going into this parameter right here. It's returning at least part of the string, right, that I've got and that I want to return, and then it's returning it to the function call here, and that's printing the result out. And same thing for this one. So what we need now is the top and bottom. Okay, the top and the bottom are going to be the same. If I look, right, it's the same number of asterisks on the top as it is on the bottom, but it depends on the number of letters that we have in here. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is let's make another variable here, top and bottom, and we'll build out the string that we want. When we do that, what we want is to use the string concatenation operator. So if we do len words times the asterisk, like so, then what this will do is take this asterisk and concatenate it with itself this many times. And the number of times is just the length of words. So let's just try that and see what it looks like. What we will need to do is to put that in our string so we'll be able to see it. And we'll need one copy here at the beginning on the first, and that will give us sort of the top of that frame, and then a new line character that will take us to the next line. And then we need to repeat that. We need a new line character here, and then we need another copy of top and bottom to form the bottom part of the frame. Okay, so let's take a look and see what that looks like. You can see that it's sort of working on this one, right? But it definitely is not long enough. We need it to be longer. It's definitely way too short on this one as well. And that's because not only do we need to account for the letters in the input here, right? There's also a space, and there's also two asterisks as well. So it's not just the length of words, right? It would be the length of words plus 6 to cover those two asterisks and space that are on either side. So that'll make it a little longer. And there you go. You can see now we're getting the output that we wanted on that one. Okay, and that is it on this one.